for defense should be size up. I mean, I'm going to take a person to school defensively. What I mean by that, S.C.H.O.O.L. That's how you spell school, right? All right, so first thing I'm going to do is size you up. I'm going to think about the things that you like to do, where you're comfortable, which direction you like to go. Is it left or right? Are you quick? Are you speedy? Can you shoot? See, all these things I process. It helps me come up with an action plan to be able to see, control it, right? So part of that is, say you like to go to the right. So if you like to go to the right, what I'm going to do strategically is try to take away what's comfortable for you. In order to do that, defensively, I'm going to start off square in front of you. Now, if I want to take away a side, I want to do what I call shade to the side. That helps me to control you. So I'm going to send you to the left. That means I'm going to split your body in half. I'm going to pivot 45. Now I'm sitting where? In your main one. So effectively, I'm taking this side away. But I'm also in lane 2. That means if you go to shoot your shot, I can contest. If you put the ball down here, I have a chance to take it. That means this side is closed. I don't have to be responsible for going this direction, fake over this direction. I don't have to go anywhere, because I'm already here. Now, if I was here and had to be responsible for that area, then you could get me off the road. Exactly. So I want to be able to, when I say shade you or control you, I'm sitting to the side I want you to go to. So I'm sitting on lane 1, also covering lane 2, which means I'm going to see them what? Lane 3? All right, I'm not going to give you that because I'm still, as you can see, who's ahead to the basket? I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to try to guard the spot in front of you with my feet because I'm already covering that spot with my what? With my hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight to beat you to the common spot. The common spot is the spot on the path to the basket that we share. So the common spot is probably right here or so, right? So I can comfortably beat you to the common spot, right? If you get me to move forward with my feet, that means I'm double guarding, taking myself away from the basket and giving you the advantage of going by me. See, I don't want to do that. See, I want to put myself in the advantage position, take away a side from you. Now I can compete for that common spot. That's all part of controlling you. Understand that? So if I'm able to control you at arm's distance, now if I'm faster than you, if I feel comfortable about my ability to stay in front of you, then I might be hands distance from the body. Otherwise, put the ball and get the triple threat. Otherwise, if I get hands distance from the ball, okay, not only can I still contest the shot, but it also puts me in a position closer to the basket, which makes it easier for me to do what? Stay in front of you. Yeah, no trick question. It helps me easier to stay in front of you. So that's what I'm trying to do, stay in front of you. How many times have you heard that? Stay in front of them! I mean, the lowest level of basketball. It could be basketball 1-on-1. You'll hear the coach telling the kid, stay in front of the guy. That's important because if you're allowing people to get by you, that means you're creating power plays for your team, which puts more additional pressure on the defense, on the overall team defense. So yeah, it's important. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to size you up. I've already made a determination that, okay, Jamaica likes to get his game off going to the right. So I'm taking that away. Okay, I'm going to size you up. I'm going to control you by being what? By what? I hope I'm in front, but I'm controlling you by taking away a side and being in the right position in terms of distance from the ball, right defensive position, all right? So now I want to be able to hawk and harass you. Now if I'm able to take away a side, okay, and shade you and move you toward a particular place, now I can be aggressive defensively. I don't want to be a passive defender. I don't want to just take whatever it is you want to dole out to me. I want to disrupt your offensive rhythm, if possible. Okay? I want to back you up towards the midcourt line or the sideline. I don't want you to have a direct access to the basket. So I want to be able to harass you. Sometimes it might take a strategic touch. Walk up on me real quick. Hey, see how I touched you and backed up? Now I can't make a steady dive, put my hands on you, or come towards me. I just stay here and try to hold you. That's holding. But strategic touch is sometimes used in the emergency when you get up on me real quick. Oh! It helps me push myself back into position. to defend what? The basket. Ultimately, we're all trying to protect the queen. The basket is the queen. We're all on duty trying to protect the queen. Okay? So if I size you up and put myself in a position to control you, then I should be in a better position to be able to harass you offensively. I don't want you to be comfortable. I want to keep you as uncomfortable as possible. Okay? And then that gives me the opportunity to, if I put all those things together, that gives me the opportunity to organize a strategy. Okay? I want to organize a strategy. I'm going to force him this direction. I want to be able to do certain things with him. Okay? The first thing that I should mention, the number one thing for a defensive person is to, A, deny the person the ball in the first place. If you can deny the person the ball, that makes your defensive assignment a lot easier. Because now that puts you in the capacity of what? Helper. As opposed to being on the ball as the primary defender. You're going to find yourself in this role, so it's important for you to be able to have the technical tools. Because defense is played with your chest. Okay? It takes tenacity. It takes grittiness. But you want to have the right kind of game plan. So you organize a strategy. And the organization of that strategy has got to be based on some simple rules, right? We talked about earlier. I want to make sure that I'm doing what? Shading you by taking away a side. I want to make sure that I'm arm's length away from you or the basketball. I want to make sure that I'm exhausting my range of motion before I go anyplace. Okay, I'm just going to give a quick example of that. If you start to go to the left, and I use my range of motion, you cross back over, I'm still here. Now, if you start to go that direction, and I move with my feet, and you cross me over, now I have to make a physical effort to get back to cover that lane. So I want to make sure I'm exhausting my range of motion before I actually go anyplace. And anytime I'm threatened, I just back up towards what? I haven't given up anything. I'm still in the position to contest your shot. And I'm still ahead of you to that common spot. Right? So I want to size the person up. I want to seek to control the person. I want to be able to hawk and harass you if possible. And then I want to organize a strategy based on all those little key points that I've come up with. That's if I let you get the ball, because the number one defensive thing is what? Denial. Deny the person the ball. It's amazing how that impacts people psychologically when you deny them the basketball. Matter of fact, when they do get the ball, regardless of where they are on the floor, a lot of times they'll do what? Either turn it over because they feel like it's a pressurized event now that they have it, or they'll take a bad shot. Which is what we're trying to do. We're just trying to keep the offensive player uncomfortable as much as possible, because realistically, the smarter the defender, the more advantage they have offensively. Because in basketball, offense has the law of leadership on the side, right? So essentially, offense has the advantage, unless they're not technically sound. And so there, as a defender, I'm trying to carve out or take away your right to be first. I'm trying to put you in the most disadvantaged position possible for you, if you get it. Okay? So I've sized you up, controlled you, hawked and harassed you, organized a strategy, obeyed a few defensive principles. Now it allows me to do what? What's the L? What do the L is? Lock you up. I'm going to lock you up. If L, I let you get it. I'm going to lock you up. Because really, in the real game, in the basketball game, you don't have to guard the person for very long. There's a 5-second count, but how often do you have to guard a person 5 seconds? Unless, you're the defensive stopper, and they're calling the clear-out play for somebody. That's the only time you're really going to have to bear down for more than 2 or 3 seconds at a time, because typically the person tries to get themselves open in the flow of the offense. So they come off the screen, they make the proper read off the screen, and hopefully they can catch and be able to manipulate you in the early frame, or in the first few seconds of their possession. Because after that, now it's one-on-one play, isn't it? So the number one thing is to deny the person the basketball. But if the person does get it, you have to have a plan in mind.